Is Connie and Vicky Wallace, Eddie, Melissa, and let me. All right, so I'm just setting up. Hey, Granny Blue Bar, welcome in, welcome in, and D Fat Bro. Hey, hi, Bandit. I almost said the other name. Um, welcome in, welcome in. So I'm setting up. Um, excited to be here, of course. Yes. So we have some exciting stuff that I will be working on. Let me lower the music. Okay, I'm gonna go with three. Hopefully, three is good. Hey, is it Amanda? I think it's Amanda. Nick Nack, Jenny Weck. I know Jenny is your mom. So, anyways, all right. So I'm setting up. Yeah. So yeah, I try not to forget those things, but my memory is not the greatest. So yeah. Let me go up to um yeah, so I appreciate you guys being here already. Just setting it at a yes. Um, but there's times when like my brain or my memory is like spot on, and then there's times just like it's like an old wet like and used sock. It just but it's okay because it is what it is, and I've learned to live with it. So I'm gonna monitor with my iPad, although I don't think I really need to do that right now. I'll do it just in case I need to later. Mush, yes, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. So anyways, all right. Well, welcome to our hangout, which is a fantastic. Let me lower my music just a little bit more. Yeah, hopefully that's better. Yeah, because I can still hear a little bit noise, which what I require, but it's not like super like messed up or whatever. So welcome to our hangout. Hey FBI, hello, hello, welcome in. I know you're investigating the cool art, so welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for your kindness here. So the art hangout is gonna be super fabulous, fantastic, really awesome. Okay, so I will be working on some stuff. May not necessarily be super fantastic, but I will love it because that's kind of what I do. And I love what I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. But I wanted to tell you what's coming up. So I'm going to start off with doing some arts, different arts projects, and that sort of thing. And I may have to go in and turn off the. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And then after me, of course, is Heidi. Why laugh out loud in Minnesota? It actually means something different to her, but you know how it is. So Heidi with an I, she's going to be working on some fabulous, fabulous things. And then of course we have Melissa. Um, um, so so Melissa will hopefully will be working on some pottery. Love it when she does that. And then we have Heidi with an E back today. So we are in for a special treat. She's fantastic. And then after that, we'll have Gigi's variety, and that's Amanda. And then after that, of course, is Kayla with Kiwi Bird Crafts. So if for some reason I lose you, come on back for those shows. And then definitely want to apologize to Heidi up front. I'm not great at moderating, so I will be moderating her show. So please, please go to Heidi with an eyes. right after me, her show, and be super kind, be super chatty on the chat because, like I said, um, we're supposed to moderate the person that comes after us, and so she's kind of stuck with me. So, anyways, hi Dave, come on in, come on in. So today, I have lots of projects that I want to work on, and yeah. So again, my name is Lupe. I work out of BlindArtStudios. We're super excited to be part of our Hangout on Thursdays. It's every Thursday, starting at 4 p.m. Different fantastic artists will come on and show how they do their crafts, show a craft and that sort of thing. Hey Jane, come on in. And yeah, so super fabulous, super fun. You can play along with us. I hope you do. Um, for my next showing, which is probably sometime in April, perhaps end of April sometime, because in April we have a trip to Atlanta to advocate for STEM programs with AAAS. So that's going to be super fun. But so, yeah, anyways. But after that, I'm going to be making or recycled paper. And I have a ton of these, like if you sell and don't use like an actual label maker, you print them out. You usually have to cut them out. So I always have all these little strips and stuff. So I always save them because I always think, oh, yeah, I don't want to just throw it in the trash. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some recycled paper. So if you want to play along, you may want to begin collecting some recycled paper, and because it's going to be super fun, and hopefully we'll make it really fantastic. And then after that, we'll actually uh, do a painting on it. Hopefully that works out. I hope. Hey, Heidi with an eye, welcome in, welcome in. I was just telling folks that, or really apologizing ahead of time, that I'm not the greatest at the moderating part. So hopefully folks will, you know, one, wait through my show, join me in my show, keep me company, but then also make sure you're tuning to Heidi at 5 p.m. She is going to bring some fantastic art. I don't know if you want to tell us or if you want it to be a surprise, Heidi. It would be fantastic if you told us what we are up in the up for, I guess, what you're up for in your show. But I think we are up for anything. So thank you for being so kind. Hey, sunflower kisses. Ooh, I love, love, love sunflowers. As you all know, my sister and my niece love the sunflowers. So yes, oh, fantastic. Yeah, I love the paper. I love you guys when you guys work on those sorts of projects. I myself started working on a couple of greeting cards that I wanted to show you using like photographs, my photographs, but then also photographs of like the family growing up, not like the actual family, but when we took pictures of flowers and stuff. So yeah, anyways, so I might have time to show you a little bit about on that, because I do have a project related to that, but I have so much stuff. So, okay, so as you know, we have the Celestial Vibes raid train coming up on the 16th. I will be going on, I forget what time. I want to say it's like 5 p.m., 3 p.m. my time. But nonetheless, it's going to be on the 16th, and you all should join us. So I've been doing some celestial type stuff. So this is a piece that I'm still working on. But um, so I sort of like, so take a look. This is kind of like the vibe that I'm kind of going for on this piece. Let me bring this up. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to push it back. Okay, so raise your hand if you know what that is. What does it look like? I know what it looks like to me. So yes, thank you, thank you, Heidi. It's supposed to be an iris. It's a mixed media piece that I did back. Hey Barbara, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, thank you, Bandit. So it is an iris, yes. So I want to say I finished this in like 22 or was it 23? Maybe it's 22. And yeah, so I mean I finished it, but I didn't finish it. Hey Angela, come on in. I'm glad to see you in here. So I want to say it was either Julia, uh, Creative Roads Arts, I think that's her handle, or Linda, who and her handle is Lishe Botte. No, Lishe Botte. Um, and so they had challenged me because, as you know, all know, if you see my art, I like flowers, but I always like a light background on the back. I know I've always, you know, hesitated on putting black backgrounds and stuff like that. I think they're kind of dark and stuff, and with my depression issues, don't like to go there. Anyway, so what I want to do, and I've had, like I said, I've had this since this way, but what I want to do is give it uh, sort of a celestial uh, vibes to it. So that's kind of what I wanted to work on today. So it's still gonna look dark. Um, when let me so when it's regular light, it's a lot duller. So hopefully that's gonna be good. But then when you put the UV lights or the black lights, then it looks pretty good. Let me put it in the back. See if that make. Hold on. Yeah, I need to figure out my setup better. So, anyways, all right. So yeah, so that's what we're going for. I hope you're in for that. Um, but we'll see. Okay. So and also, we have the dust storms happening, which means that my internet may die. But if in case it does, again, we're going to be heading over to Heidi with an eye, and she is going to show us some fantastic paper project ideas and good fun. So, all right. So, I hope y'all are ready. Come on in. And I keep looking for Connie. I'm hoping Connie will join us. She's my security blanket. But I shouldn't put pressure on her. Hopefully she's okay. I mean, I know she's good. Hopefully she's good. Okay, so I'm just moving some stuff around. After we finish this, hopefully this won't take us a long time. Oh, Bandit, thank you so much, Bandit. Oh, you bought this one, the one that's right here. How do you know what I'm in the mood for? Let me show you. I don't know. I put it right here. Look, and I just put it there, like right now. Oh yes, yes. Oh yeah. Hope you love it. I had a great time uh, painting it because I also love the sunflowers, and I I I love that they make my sister and my niece super happy. So, all right. So why don't we go ahead and get started? I am super nervous. Thank you, Bandit. Thank you for always supporting all of us and all the art that you've purchased. You can pretty much start your own gallery soon. So I'm putting this. So I reuse bottles a lot. So actually, it's gesso. It's the same brand as Liquitex Basics gesso, but I put it in this bottle, and it was in my way, so I'm just moving it. We're gonna be using it in a little bit, but for now, so Okay, so like raise your hands if you think I should do the starry, like a celestial nebula type look in the background. Because I'm thinking that's a good idea, but I'm hoping that I'm not gonna mess it up more. Because like I had already put texture on it. Ah, yes. Okay, good, good. Vanda says yes. I see a yes. We'll do it. Okay, so now let me show you. And I have such little space. Of course, I have. I don't know why I like, you know, corner myself into these little spaces, but I do. So let me show you what I'm working with. So the blue that I like best in terms of coverage and stuff like that is this one for the neon. Yeah, and let's see, Uh, and then I have a couple of colors. So the difference between so okay, the thing that I like about these, they're like a semi opaque. It probably is more transparent almost. So there's not great coverage. So for coverage, I use these, which are like the neon series of Arteza. So see how like the little box is completely filled in. That means it actually covers, and so it's not transparent. But what I like about this is that it's liquidy and it's easier to kind of use. So what I like to most of the time do is use this on the back and then this on the top. So I have these here. Oh, and then for today we're going to be using finger painting. So so that should be fun. Hey, Kaka, Amanda, come on in, come on in. So I am missing my security blanket, although Bandit is here, so super awesome, and thank you very much. And I'm not sure why I always um, search. My eyes always search for Connie. So I'm hoping sending Connie good vibes and lots of hugs and besitos. Hopefully everything's good. And so anyway, so we're bringing all the neon and glow in the dark uh, uh, paints. So I have lots. Okay, so and I think my ADHD is like having me think of all kinds of different things. Okay, so the background again, we're kind of going with something for something like this, muted. The looks muted right now, and then with the neon lights. Let me show you. Maybe yeah, it's super bright. See, yeah, it's yeah. So it's like that, like a total like a nebula type look on this iris that I painted because Julia or Linda, I want to say it was Julia who who dared me to paint with a dark background because I usually don't do that. I started to do that more, especially after this, which was back in like 2022. Wasn't like super happy with it. I did try to do some texture on it, but yes, wasn't loving it. And luckily, some people figure out that it kind of looked like an iris, and that's really what I was going for. But that as I was working with it, I saw the shape of a heart, and I thought that was pretty cool. So then I want to say that the original name for this is Vina Cava. No, no. Uh, yeah, I think it is. I'm trying to remember the name. I can't think of the name, but the memory. All of a sudden, it just escaped me. But so it looks like the heart. So it looks like the vein going in, and the vein going out. So I did the artery coming in and the vein going out. Um, so so I try to do that like this, and then someone told me they kind of look like donkey ears, which kind of, yeah, it kind of could look like that. But anyways, but so today we're trying to give it some more appeal, some more interest. So we're going to try to do like a starry or like a nebula type look in the box. So let me see if I can put something underneath so that it shows a little bit better what I'm working on for you. Hey Tammy, sorry guys. Hey Karen, come on in. Appreciate you guys being here. Hey, oh my gosh, besito, Linda. Was it you or was it Julia that said to do a black background on a flower? I want to say it was Julia, but I'm glad you're here. Yay! So I love it. I love it. Thank you for being here. I I can breathe. So yeah, so we're gonna again make it into, probably what I need to do is just move the camera a little bit further out, except my monitor is right in front of it. So I may need to move my monitor. That might be what I'm gonna be doing. So all right, so like I said, I like the blue, and in terms of the fluorescence or fluorescence, um, like in the dark. Oh, thank you for moderating for me. Well, and of course you need to do what you need to do, but thank you. And of course, I forgot to say, I think that Amanda, Miss Candyland Curiosity, everybody knows her, but in case you don't, on YouTube land, she organizes this raid train every single Thursday for over a year now, which is super fantastic. And so we appreciate her doing that for all of us. And yeah, so thank you, Amanda, for doing that. And Heidi with an E also helps her out. I'm not sure how much, because we keep always we keep always talking to Amanda, but Heidi also helps out a lot, and steps in when Amanda is not able to. So we're just gonna drop a little bit paint here and there. Again, today we're fingerprinting and painting. So we're gonna put a little bit here just to balance it out over here. And again, with the nebulas, they have like a center and everything kind of funnels throughout. So I'm gonna try to do like a round thing as well. So again, it just using my fingers. Yeah, so using my fingers and just kind of making circles, and and so right now it looks a little bit darker. As it dries, it should be less visible. And so this is gonna be our base. Sometimes I like purple. I don't know if you've seen the oh, Linda. Yeah, yeah, they're so beautiful. We bought, my sister and I, my oldest sister and I bought my mom a lot of iris bulbs um at a local nursery that was going out of business. So around springtime, I don't know why they went. They should have at least waited for the fall. But anyways, so we got a lot of iris bulbs. And yeah, so, and every year they come out, whether it freezes or not, whatever, we never pull them out. I know we should separate them, you know, good gardeners do that, but um, yeah, so we don't. So I don't know if you saw that again, I'm doing kind of like in a circle because the nebulas have a center, and basically it's like eating itself. It's eating itself. It explodes, and then slowly it starts going into itself, and it creates this fantastic images. So I don't know if you follow NASA or any of that, but yeah, so the images that have been coming back from the Webb telescope has been um, absolutely fantastic. I'm always like amazed. And I always think, how did, how does it work, right? So yeah, anyways. But that's probably why I became an engineer. Anyways, let's just move on. So this is the circles are looking pretty good, pretty good. And now let's put in a little bit of in terms of um glow in the dark or glowy paints. My favorite it's the neon purple. This one is actually Artist Loft. That's my favorite paint for the I think I'm out. Okay, so we're gonna encourage it by tapping on it. I know, yeah, I know the flowers don't last a long time of the iris, but the good thing is that if you have a lot of bulbs together, as soon as one is going down, another one's coming out. Many flowers. Yeah, and plus they multiply. So every year the patch gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The patch that we have here is underneath. No, it's underneath. We're gonna bring out one of the paintbrushes to just encourage more of it to come out. I mean, there's still some in there, just didn't want to. So we're just gonna put a little bit here and there. And yeah, so the irises, what I like about the irises is like some of them. My apologies, good people. I forgot to turn off the cell phone. Yeah, so um, personal information here. Um, the My mom had a birthday recently, and for some reason, life insurance companies decided that it's time for her to have life insurance. And since I coordinate a lot of her stuff, I've been getting so much spam lately. It's just anyway. So yeah, personal information timeout. Let's get back to this. All right. So the irises come in all kinds of beautiful colors. My sister has a more pinkish, reddish, yellowish one, and um, we've asked her for some bulbs for that, but when we plant it here, it comes out in this like a blue type iris, or like a violet. Okay, again we're finger painting, so we want it all to sort of look like it's a circle. So circular motions, just kind of pulling it. And the good thing about this is, in any art really, if something doesn't please you, you can always paint over it and start again. So with like something like this, I probably just do like a black gesso on top of it and start again. Or, maybe I'm just not, you know, great with the black, just a straight out black background. But it doesn't matter because it's going to be beautiful. Oh, yes. Yes, you're right. Um, because, and or also, where did I put it? Oh, over here. So I also still have the the paint binder. So I'm gonna try to do that. It also makes it very liquidy, but oops. So, but it keeps it longer. So one thing that I did was um, I put a lot of my paint into these bottles. I don't know if you can see, and so I try to make them liquidy for so that they would squeeze out better. And that was like, um, hold on, this one I grabbed the bottle that hasn't been opened. Let me grab another bottle. Uh, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So, unfortunately for that one, I used for some of that paint. I used what is it called? I used a cheap brand of clear glue um, to water it down. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted, because even though like Elmer's glue dries clear, sometimes it still kind of leaves a tiny bit of like not exactly super transparent. So anyway, so I was like, and I didn't want to, I was being cheap basically. So anyways, so some of that paint that I used, that cheap clear glue on, I had to throw away because it became rancid when I yeah. So now every time I'm gonna use, I have to open it and smell it, which is not good because who knows? I know you're laughing at me, Amanda. Yeah, because it smells. Oh my gosh, it stinks so badly, and but it's probably stinks. Yes, they're very expensive, and I know, and the thing is that I ruined so many of them by putting that cheap uh the cheap glue. So yeah, for what you do, because I should have just one not done that, only done what I needed to at the time. So I think this is pretty good. So let's see if it worked. Um, Also, I have my plastic palette knife here that I use for such jobs where I'm just gonna. Yeah, so the clear glue, the Elmer's clear glue, yeah, it works really well, and it doesn't, it doesn't make your paint go rancid. Um, but I want to say it was like, I want to say I saved myself like $4 or something, but I ruined like hundreds of dollars worth of paint. So yeah, like I said, you paid for your mistake. That was a huge mistake. So please don't make that mistake. Yeah, use name brand glue. And anyways, so thank you, Linda, for the fantastic suggestion. It's now very liquidy. I could probably make the spots. I mean, the little drops. Let me see if I have something. I don't know. I need to open the. Okay, so in my box of. I know, right, and it's because this is my favorite. Plus, this one, the Artist Loft paint is not actually expensive. It's like a good brand because it's not cheap, but also it's not like the more expensive one. But it is absolutely my favorite brand for this, for the neon purple. I'm gonna try to, yeah, yeah, it does. Um, but here in the desert, like I time for drying is not super huge of an issue for me because I'm in the desert, so it's um it's not humid. So hopefully, see, I always have my little wires in here, so I don't want to waste any of it. So we're gonna just put my finger there and take off some of that paint. Plus, I mean, you need to clean it anyway, but why not clean it and take advantage of it? So Yeah, so I'm able to dry stuff pretty quickly. The Hey, Connie, woo, yay! Oh, Connie and Linda are my security blankets, and so, oh, yay, yay, yay! Thank you for coming in, Connie. You know that can't do anything without you. So, okay, so yeah, so I want to thank Connie for coming in and Linda for fantastic idea. So, like, look, check it out. I can now make the little dots. I love making the little dots. If my vision was better, I would go into pointillism. Pointillism was my absolute favorite type of art growing up. I think it's fantastic. But I can't do that anymore. But I can still make the little dots here and there. They can look like little stars. So we can do that, and then we can get into like the the smaller, more narrow areas, and just give it kisses, neon purple kisses. You can't go wrong with giving it purple kisses. So thank you, Connie, for being here. I appreciate it. Yes, yeah, the artist loft. Yes, it's definitely like it's a good brand, and it's not terribly expensive. So, I think looking back in my art journey, because I started watching Linda's work. She shows her work in Gretchen's show on Sunday. Every so often, we're treated to Linda's work. She is phenomenal. She's a phenomenal artist, but she won't make videos and she won't do lives. But she shares with us her art via Gretchen's live on Sundays, and that's on YouTube. I've asked um, Gretchen, Larry, Fatima, Susan, Shannon, Carlos, the whole gang. I've asked them to come on over to Knickknacks. Takes forever to get approved to sell and stuff. Don't be offended. It just that just the process. Lots of people want to be on here, but it's the best place to be. Super supportive. Um, and I think I'm working out of screen, and I apologize for that. So let me. I think I can do this. If I do sideways work, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I started giving it lots of kisses here and there. So let me see if I can show you with. So as I continue to work with it, I'm eventually going to go over some of those kisses, and they're not going to be as obvious. But let me show you um, all my supplies because I had them in a different place. All right. So then when you have the little kisses, let me show. Let me see if I can show just as an example here. That's too big, but let's try this one. Okay, I don't know if you saw that. All right, so with this one's to make it more like to look like a star, I use like a pink cushion, one of the big ones. So and then I just pull it out from one side. I don't know. Can you even see that? No. Which one could I use? Oh, I'll use this one as an example. I think it's bigger and probably easier for you to see. So basically, kind of sideways on. Oh, good. Thank you, Amanda, for letting me know. So on the sideways on with the push pin, just basically pull it out. See how like it gives it the little point of a star, and then you go opposite, and then you can do like this, like this. This is probably big enough. The drop is big enough that I could probably use the actual bottle, the tip of the bottle. And so these bottles are cake decorating the icing bottles that I got from, that online store. Yes, that's exactly what they're for. So I put the paint in there, and then the tip is small enough. It's small enough you can kind of work with all kinds of different things. So see how like now I made it look more like a star. And if I can remember where I put the oh, here it is, the flashlight. Oh, see, now it's beginning to show the goodness in the back. See? Yes. Yes, it's for icing on cakes and such. And yeah, but they're fantastic. So anyway, so I think I got sidetracked. It's this thing where you can't really concentrate. So I like all the kisses everywhere. I like the purple. So some of the bigger kisses I'm going to try to just push out to make it to give it more of a look of a star. And it's just going from the middle and just kind of pushing out and stuff like that. So, but for the most part, they look just like little dots up there. So that's yeah. But I don't want I still don't want like a lot of like texture. So let's, because only like in the middle part where I'm not gonna be able to get into, because we have other layers to kind of go through. So what I've seen, and so the light emitted is based on the chemicals or the minerals that are present in the area. So usually, if there's purple and pink, there's usually green. Where's my green? Oh, here it is. So the worry with this one, let me see if I have one that's not Arteza. Oh, yes, I do. I have it. I have it. So yeah. So because Arteza is, again, is it has the little square is colored in, meaning that it will cover. So yes, he's like super loving it. Snoopy loves it. Yes. And again, thank Connie for um, providing that. Oops, for all of us. So the reason why I say oops is because I opened it and I was pushing on it and it spilled out because it's completely full. Have forgotten that part. So, anyways, here we go. Yes, thank you, Connie. He keeps me company, whether I'm working on something or not. So long as I have the light on, it just kind of goes to town. It just dances and dances for my amusement and yours as well. So, right? Oh my gosh, yeah. And so for my mom's birthday, I gave her uh, I purchased two additional ones that had little flowers because my mom is the gardener in the family. Yeah, and she loves it because she put it on her windowsill in her bedroom, and yeah, made her very happy. Yeah, because when she gets sick and stuff, she spends a lot of time in there. Sorry, I know, like, yeah, it's, and like, I had no clue that they even existed until you brought it to us. And that's like the beauty of like knickknacks. Like, there's so many things that I've learned about that I had no clue even existed. Like, well, like, I knew about Fenton because I had seen it in like magazines and stuff like that back in the day. But I never had actually seen one in person. And then all of a sudden we started talking about Fenton, and then I started seeing glass. And I fell in love. Fell in love with Fenton and all glass related items. And yeah, so I am collecting the big pieces. I wish I could show you. It's up there. But yeah, so I have, hey, little things, welcome in. Welcome in. So yes, we are working on this fantastic piece that's going to be super fabulous. I have to convince myself of that. So let's see what our progress is so far. So we had a completely dark background. Let's turn on the UV lights. I don't know if you can. Does that make a difference? Well, it's hard because it's kind of in the background. But where's my flashlight? Here it is. So it's giving it more character. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be lovely. Hey, Amanda, welcome in. Amanda from Gigi's Variety. Sorry, I didn't see you come in there. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm loving it. So this piece will be available in the Celestial Vibes Ray Train on the 16th. I believe my time frame or my time slot is 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is 3 p.m. my time, I think. If not, still come on, join us early. It's gonna be fantastic. There's so many amazing, uh, like mythical type items that are gonna be brought to market. It's gonna be so much fun, and so even just creating, thinking about it has been a ton of fun. Yeah, so I'm loving this because it makes me happy. Ooh, yeah. So before I was thinking about anything, I actually did put some of this glow in the dark blue. Let me see. Um, but uh, it wasn't. I want to say it was a neon blue, so it's more neon. Let me show you. So yeah, and it went through a number of iterations. So it was purple, it was white and purple, and then it got blue. And yeah, so this is the more the latest, but it does have some of the glow in the dark stuff. It's the neon, it's actually the Arteza fluorescent blue. So this is not the blue, but it's this brand. And yeah, and but that was purely accidental. Now we're going in and putting the glow in the dark in the back just to make it more interesting. Like I said, yeah, I'm not huge on like just super dark backgrounds because of my mental health stuff. It just brings me to a bad place. So yeah, anyway, so let's do some more green because you would think there would be more green because of the, I'm gonna also pull it down a little bit um because of the irises and like the green and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for noticing that. It allowed me to share more of like, it took me a while to make this one. But like I said, once I started seeing this, because the actual heart is more like a like this, not like the actual, the heart that we paint and stuff. So yeah, so when I started seeing that, and so then I went, I like I drove. I went right into that. Just said, you know what, that makes me happy. So let's just go with that. And let me see. Let me show you. Can you see now? Let me show you with the flashlight. My fingers. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, they're super, super, super bright. Yeah, like if there was a baby that I was taking care of right now, yeah, I would freak it out with my fingers. Yeah, and for a long time, yeah, with the babies, I am really good with raising babies. Um, yeah, for some reason, I feel like all the babies that have been raised by Lupe, have been fantastic and are now super successful. Not just kidding. No, I love babies. I've always, for some reason, even as a young child, thank you, God, for believing me. I mean, they're successful in their own way. So, yes. Yeah, so I've always, even as a kid, I've been fascinated, absolutely fascinated with babies. And so when my sister and my brother, uh, when they had the babies, I always had an opportunity to take care of them. Obviously, when I was working as a high executive, I couldn't spend as much time, but the more recent nephew, Julian, literally I had him for his first 2 years of his life, and it's been fantastic. So, yeah, I love the babies, but yeah, so I we would do painting and stuff like that, and I freak him out with my fingers. This is why that came to mind right now. So if I could show him glow in the dark fingers, that would have freaked him out. But he's a cute little 9-year old who loves to paint, loves engineering, loves math. Um, yeah, he's well-rounded child, and super excited to have him still be interested in spending time with us. You know how like when kids get older, they start moving away. So we're hoping he's still going to want to be around us. So, all right. So we did purple. Vic, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. Um, I love to do the art. It's not the greatest, but I feel like it's absolutely fantastic, phenomenal because I put every effort into it. So for at least one person, it's going to be pretty awesome. So, anyways, so we did the purple, we did the green, and now let's do a little bit of the pink. And so let's see. Hey, B Walls. Hey, Vicky, come on in, come on. Thank you for coming in. And thank you for your understanding on my situation with my ephemera. Um, so hopefully your package should arrive soon. And hopefully you love it. Yeah, yeah, I love greeting cards. I think they're fantastic, especially if they have flowers, because flowers are my favorite. So we're gonna do a coral next. Um, and so we're just going to drop a little, oops, that might have been a little too much. Yeah, the pink is not as pronounced. Oh, I dropped it onto the iris. It's okay. I just pulled it with my finger and there's no problem. It's going to still show because even if I pulled it, yeah, this glow in the dark stuff is pretty powerful. So it will show a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and go over that spot with the blue to just cover it. So should be good. So anyways, but thank you for joining us, Vicky, both Vickies. Well, Vic and Vicky. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. And stay with me because we're going to be going over to see Heidi with an eye. She is going to be doing a fantastic art project that has to do with paper, and which is awesome. And then I will also, if you weren't here early, um, which is you should be always here super early, but it's okay. So anyway, so I am a reseller that does not have a label maker. Oh, Vicky's fine. Oh, awesome. So it's good because now I can see Vicky, and it's for both you and for V Wallace. So thank you for making it easier on me. So like I said, I am a reseller that doesn't use a label maker, so I always cut out the labels, and I'm always left with the strips of paper. So in April, like late April or maybe in May, I will hopefully join or have a spot in the art hangout. And we're going to recycle all my strips of paper to make recycled paper. that I will then use on a painting. I was trying to be brave and was thinking of potentially, possibly trying out a watercolor again because I looked in my inventory of all art stuff, and yeah, my last two watercolor pieces I sent to Crystal, Adore Vintage. She's also a fantastic artist, and yeah, so someone in my family asked me for one, and I was like, dude, I should have kept at least one. Yeah. So anyway, so when I had the accident, then um, the watercolor controlling the watercolor is very difficult for vision issues. So, but I was thinking if I make the paper, I will then try to maybe do a watercolor on it because it's no pressure. Like if it doesn't work out, no worries. We can always cut the paper into strips and make the paper again. So yes. Ooh, fantastic. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so maybe I will watch you to remember how to do it. We did it a lot with the Girl Scouts, making paper. And then also, um, as an engineering student, we would go to different elementary schools and, well, we even went to high schools and stuff to do art demos, not art demos. We did science demos. And so one of the sciences that we were trying to get people to go into one of the project, yeah, it's utilizing their things around the environment. And so there's a research project going on with Goodyear, the tire company, making rubber with native shrubs in New Mexico. And so when the shrubs are processed, it leaves so now we're going with orange, and everybody loves orange. My mom loves orange. It's her favorite color. So I always leave this to the top. And then after that, we'll do yellow. I probably won't be um, in front of the screen doing that, but I'll be doing this as I try to moderate for Heidi. And again, please stick around to see Heidi with an eye. She's going to be doing some art, and I'm not the greatest at the moderating part. So please join her and be super chatty on there because, um, a good moderator will probably help do that. And I'm not great at that. And then also, she does fantastic work. So you're going to be super entertained, and hopefully you'll letting me know that it's about time to send you over there. So let me just show you the progress so far. So let me just move this so that I control where it drips. I don't want it to drip in places I don't want it to go. So, okay, so just let me show you the progress so far. Maybe the orange was not the greatest idea. I'm thinking I should have thought more about what was well with blue. I might do a little more purple on top because I love the purple. Maybe more pink and maybe even some more blue. But let's take a look at the progress. I appreciate you guys being here. Excited to head on over to see Heidi with an eye. Take a look. Yeah, I think this one looks fantastic in a hallway heading into like the restroom and such, because that's people get up in the night to go to the restroom. So this would be fantastic because it does have some glow in the dark, and so even after that, it still shows up. Um, and I think that's pretty cool because then did I just mess up? Oh no! Oh my gosh! was like, oh my gosh, I thought that I had messed up the painting that Bandit just purchased. So, no, and then I didn't. Don't worry, Bandit. It was dry paint. You know, it's I didn't mess it up. That's the way it is. Um, anyway, so that's kind of where we are at. Again, thank you so much to Amanda for organizing all the artists on knickknacks. To Connie for coming in. She's my safety blanket. For Linda, love Linda. Besitos always for Bandit. Thank you for keeping me company since the very opening of the show. And Amanda from Candyland Curiosities for organizing us, plus also for moderating the show. Appreciate you. So let me know if she's on. If because we're gonna go see Heidi, who is fantastic. Oh, and thank you all to the Vickies for coming in. For everybody, I know I saw Karen, I saw Melissa come in, all the good people. Jade came in. Also, if you happen to see Janet Tully in any show, give her love. I've been missing her, so sending lots of good vibes for her as well. And anyways, all right. So besitos to everybody. Let's see if let me know in the live if Heidi with an eye is on because we are excited to go take a look to see her. And thank you for allowing me to paint in front of you with you. And yeah, so anyways, we'll see you. And I'll be going to Atlanta in a couple next week. So is Heidi there? I don't see her. She is, yes. Okay, I'm trying to press the right button. There you go. Let's take a look at what Heidi has for us. Besitos, everybody. Thank you.